if you're a Leo born July 23rd to August 22nd, what can you expect for the month of August 2019? Let's tune in and find out. So the first thing that comes up, Leo, is you need some space. You just need some space. There's this independence that's coming up, and kind of people are crowding you, and I just feel like back up. You've got this charismatic energy. It's happening. I also feel slightly irritated, strong ego flashes. People are stupid, kind of that kind of stuff. So there's an opportunity here for you to get what you want without pushing people away, without stepping on people's toes, really letting your heart shine. These eclipses have really got you to look at what's most important to you, who's most important to you. So for some of you, you'll be leaving relationships. Others will be getting engaged and moving forward. Or there's this other energy around if you don't do anything, right? Like if you're just sort of like, I don't know what to do, there's still some openings here that are likely to happen that are going to jar you. They're going to wake you up to really what's important for you. So, and it could be through revealing secrets. It could be just all of a sudden clear as day, a message comes in and you're like, wow, of course, what was I thinking? Of course I love this person. Of course they're going to be my partner, right? As opposed to, moving out of fear, it's not quite what I love, and all those stories that we have in our mind. And you could easily go the other way, right? Like get clarity about why the relationship doesn't work. So there's still unfolding that's happening. The idea is to not rush, not push, not be afraid, and just be who you are, right? And be committed to yourself and committed to your truth. And when you're in alignment with your truth, then that pulls in the right relationship, the right partner, and the right companion. Okay, let's start with romantic relationships. So for those of you that are in a committed romantic relationship, let's see what's in store for you for August. I just feel like a lot of fun. It just feels like there's a lot of fun. There's an ease. For those of you that are already chosen, last month was a little bit rocky. The month before, dicey. So this month just feels like it's open. Like there's just finally some green pastures. Now there's always new understanding about the self that can happen. We do have July 31st and August 1st, the new moon in Leo. For some of you may be coming into some money. That could be good. There may also be, whether it's an inheritance or whether it's a gift or just a surprise bonus, but I feel like there's some money that could come in for you guys. And not to be afraid to set it aside or handle it with however you want to. But I feel like in your relationship, your partner may have some opinions about what you should be doing with that money. So, and that may cause a little bit of a friction, right? So there may be some friction with your partner about money and the way you spend money and how you handle life or your point of view. And there may be differences in opinions of how you want to live your life, how you want to raise children, how you want to maneuver things. So these are real deep conversations, and they're serious and they're important. So don't rush through them. Make sure you have them. Make sure that you're on the same page, and let go of any fear about not getting what you want, because of course you're going to get what you want, right? When we trust, we're going to attract it, right? So just move forward with grace and ease, and it's all going to come together. I also feel there's a lot of good moments for you committed Leos this month in terms of travel, in terms of having fun, and just cozy, comfy time together. It feels a slower pace, and it feels good. Just feels good. All right, not in the beginning, right? But as the month goes on, it just feels like there's more of those lighthearted days of summer opening up. And even though we're towards here in the U.S., winding down on summer, towards the end of the month, it just feels more like that summer-esque kind of easy breezy feeling, as opposed to right now, July 31st and August 1st, with that new moon in Leo, which feels a little more robust. Okay, let's look at single individuals who are interested in romance. What's in store for you, Leos? A lot of excitement, a lot of attention too. Wow, a lot of attention. So of course, it's your month. You get the attention. So I literally see a line forming. So it's really kind of what you want. And at the same time, I feel like I really don't want that. I really want a romantic relationship, but resist the temptation to give in to just the physical. Slow down. Make sure you make that deeper connection for yourself. Otherwise, I just feel like your head's spinning. And I feel like you could get yourself in a situation where you have 2 or 3 romantic relationships and I feel exhausted. And by the end of the month, I kind of want to pull my hair out a little bit because I've opened my heart to too many people along the way. If you slow down, and just, take the relationships, to a certain point and then discern and release, you're going to have just less heartache. Unless, that's exactly what you want, is just you're totally about the physical relationship, then have at it. Because there is plenty of people, right? Just don't lose yourself in the way. So pay attention to yourself, pay attention to your feelings, and honor them as they come up. Okay. Let's look at money and career for Leos. So careers, I feel like there may be a little bit of something. Some of you may be in for a career change, maybe a little bit irritated about some things at work. Maybe things aren't perfect, whether it's hours, whether it's time away, whether it's pay versus the amount of time spent. I just feel like there's a little bit of frustration. Some of you may be looking for something else or looking for a new way to express yourself through your work. And I do feel like around that full moon in Aquarius, August 15th, there may be some either new ideas or new information can come in. Now, for some of you, there could even still be a release from a job. Like you could still be let go, or you could quit based on other circumstances. We had those eclipses in July, and eclipses are sudden endings and new beginnings. So for some of you, you still may find yourself that you're suddenly leaving your career, suddenly leaving your work. Or even a relationship. So if you haven't experienced it yet, there is a possibility that you will. And there's a possibility that you won't either, right? Because you may have just gone through a change and this one doesn't affect you as much. Okay, I think money is good. I think that there may be a loan that you get. There may be new opportunities. Some of you may feel a little bit like you're starving this month, like, wow, I really need to do something. I really need another job. A lot of you may be forced to change roles or forced to do things differently. You may be forced to go, wow, this doesn't work anymore. I've got to change my living position. I've got to pare down my things. Just don't shrink in the process, right? Obviously take care of business, obviously be in control and manage your money coming in. And obviously if you're spending more than you're receiving, that's not a good plan. So I just see you Leos figuring it out and just trusting the process, and really just trusting the process. So I do see money coming in for you, but I also feel for some of you there was a worry with it. There's a worry. Is it going to work? Is it not going to work? Is it work? Is this enough? What else do I need to do? Some of you may take a second job. Some of you may borrow money from people, but you'll get through the month. And then I feel like there's this big opening at the end of the month, and then there's money. Oh, okay, that's good. At the end of the month, August 30th, there's a new moon in Virgo. So a lot of money coming in then at the first of the month, new moon in Virgo. Before that, there's money coming, but it just may be that your expenses are high too, or higher than what you're used to. But all in all, you're going to get through it. As far as your health goes, Leo, let's check on your health. So some of you may find skin irritations, rashes, sexual potency difficulties, because it feels like it's dealing with internal emotions. And so our internal emotions, affect our skin, right? So rashes, things like that, self-hate or harm, impotency, those are all insecurities, self-doubt. So there's this energy of anxiety or whatever, things that you haven't handled. Now, if you're somebody who has taken care of your business and you've been somebody who's really conscious of what you say to yourself, then you're not going to have any issues around the health, right? But if you're somebody who's kind of been putting away or hiding out or just not dealing with stuff, this month you may find things acting up. You just may find yourself a little more having some skin irritations, it feels like, is the possibility about what's eating you, what's bugging you, what haven't you finished, what haven't you declared, what haven't you changed about yourself, right? That this energy is eating away at you. So just be aware if that's happening, that's going on, go talk to somebody, stand up for yourself, move yourself in the right direction, even if it's scary. Big changes are happening for everybody. So if you're feeling a little anxious, because here's the thing, Leo at large don't have these issues, but it's the other energy around it that's also creating that pressure to make something happen. Okay, let's see if there's anything unexpected for Leos. Yeah, I think you have more time on your hands, and that's unexpected. Like, what? How did I get that off? And so, even if it's just a day off, an unexpected day off, or if it's somebody asks you if they can take your shift so you have more time off, or if you decide to go on an impromptu vacation, you ask somebody to cover for you, and you're surprised that you actually get them to cover. I just feel it's this unexpected time off, and I'm really happy and really excited about it. So go for it, Leo. Why not, right? So all in all, Leos, I feel like this is it's a month where you get a lot of clarity. There's a natural charisma that's here, an energy of excitement within you. I feel like you really get to choose what you want and not be afraid to follow through. And I feel like you got the floor. Like, people are listening to you. Like, what do you want to say? And as far as romance, they're lined up, right? Just lined up. So that's pretty much whatever you want. There's a lot of people who are interested in dating you. So if you're with somebody that's kind of like, womp, not really it, right? Or you have a lot of doubts, then just take a break. That's all there is to do, right? Take a break, and you'll notice through that break whether it feels right or not. And here's the thing. If you are on the fence and you're afraid to say something because you're afraid that you're going to lose them and you're afraid you're going to hurt them, the universe is going to handle it for you, right? They'll just handle it for you. You'll just get that notice of, yes, we're fine, it's okay, crisis diverted, or it's just going to show you, wow, that's something I didn't see, and that's something I can handle, thank you, universe, that's the sign. So I'm just saying, Leo, there's a lot of movement in your relationships, in your work, in your play, in your life. But it's all good. It feels really good. And ultimately, you're going to get what you want. And at the end of the month, it just feels really freeing, really exciting, a fun end of the month for sure. All right. All in all, easier than the last month. So much easier than the last month. So this is good. Have a wonderful month, Leos. Love you. Appreciate you. Enjoy yourself. Happy birthday. And I'll see you again next month.